Hey guys, Fireblade here, and welcome to another part of what it be to Saiyan. This would technically be part 7, or the second half of part 6. I'm really not going to waste any time. Enjoy the second half. Now the fight basically plays out kind of the same, except Yang can sense Blake and Adam fighting. So immediately, Yang gets on her bike, and drives towards them. Blake is stronger than Adam, but because Adam is being more smart and gathering energy from his sword, he's basically getting stronger than Blake. About halfway through the fight from the original, Yang comes in. Yang comes in and basically launches one of the projectiles from her gauntlet. Adam sees this and uses his semblance. Yang hops off before they can get to her. Yang lands and is staring daggers at Adam, with Yang saying, "Well, this would be a fun rematch." Adam's confused and rematch, but Yang's smirk just shakes her head. "Of course you don't recognize me, but I'm sure you'll recognize this." Transform into a Super Saiyan. Adam is taken aback by this. He recognizes that. The hair spiked, the glowing aura, and the turquoise eyes. This is the girl who he cut her arm off. This is the girl that he cut her arm off. He believed that she died, but she's alive. Adam is shocked, but composes himself quickly and chuckles. "You're a tough one, aren't you?" Yang tells Blake to stay back and let her have a go at it. Yang turns back to her base form and basically starts fighting with Adam. Adam, knowing that he will not survive that form, has to play smart and store as much energy as he can in his sword. So basically what Adam's main goal is to basically get enough energy to where it can overpower that form Yang has. About halfway through that fight, Adam pushes Yang back. And Yang, after getting back up, her hand is shaking a bit. Adam notices this and, just like in the original, comments on it, saying, "You're scared, aren't you?" Yang says that yes, she is scared, but she's still fighting. She's not going to let this fear control her, and she's not going to let someone protect her. And Adam replies to this saying, "Is that what you're doing? Protecting Blake?" We kind of take Yang off a bit, but Blake stands up, holds Yang's hand, and tells to Adam, "She is not protecting me, Adam. I'm not protecting her either. We're protecting each other, just like in the original." She follows up her reasoning. "She never lies to me, and she never intentionally harms me, Adam. Unlike you, I will always stay by her side." Adam chuckles and then laughs, saying, "You really believe that? Look at her, a freak from outer space, believing she was a human all along. You say she's nothing like me? She's exactly like me." Which this pisses off Yang a bit, but Yang replies with, "You're wrong, Adam. Unlike you, I always believed I was a human. And I always treated Blake like one too. Just because I'm an alien doesn't change that fact. I would never harm Blake like you have." They look at each other with a smile. "We fight together. This is our fight." They let go and charges Adam, basically double teaming him. Adam is getting a little overwhelmed, so he uses some of the energy he stored to basically even things out of it. Yang was able to get one powerful punch on Adam, which basically sends him off a cliff. He lands on basically a bridge. Yang follows him along with Blake. Blake is more exhausted than Yang after the fight after this, but Yang is still ready to go. Adam, believing it's his time now, he charges his attack and launches it towards Yang. Blake sees this and cries out for Yang. Yang also sees this and believes that she can deflect this. When the blast hits, it explodes. Blake is not really sensing Yang energy, believing that Adam had killed Yang. Adam smirks, believing he had won. After a lingering silence, Blake senses something. She looks back to where Yang stood. The smoke dissipates and a golden aura shoots up. It is Yang in her Super Saiyan form. Her gauntlet was destroyed. If she didn't raise her power, it would have cut through her other arm. Blake smiles at this and stands right back up. Adam is obviously annoyed at this. Blake and Yang look at each other, nods, and charges. Yang fires an energy blast. Blake, who has not said anything to Yang about being able to use energy, absorbs that energy blast and powers up Blake. She swings her sword at Adam Adam tries to deflect it, but the attack ends up breaking both weapons, both Blake's and Adam's weapon. Blake is taken aback, but immediately regains her footing and charges an energy with her hand. Yang sees this. Yang sees it, launches herself to Blake, and having her real hand charged with Blake, forming two energy balls with each other. They bring their hands up to Adam, and Adam can only say one word. Oh. Blake and Yang fire an energy blast so powerful that it immediately evaporates Adam. Adam's dead. Just like in the original, Blake kind of breaks down crying afterward. Yang, who has reverted back to her base form, notices Blake crying. Just like in the original, she comforts her. Meanwhile, with the fight with the mech, it almost plays out the same, but more favor in the other team, but in favor of the other team, causing what's her name to use different tactics than in the anime. So that fight ends honestly earlier than in the anime. And while they were about to get on the ship, they notices the huge Goliath Grimm coming. It is destroying the village, the town right behind them. Not knowing what to do, Yang remembers what Crow had told her about that huge dragon Grimm. Yang believes that if she can use that same raw power against this Grimm, it should work as well. So Yang walks for it and tells everyone, I can handle this. Of course they want to protest, but Yang's like, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Get on the ship. They do it and they fly up. It's transform and is trying to channel as much energy as she can to harness that same raw power that she did when she first transformed. And she's charging enough energy to where the ground is starting to shake. The aura is getting wilder, it's getting bigger. The ground below her is crumbling, but Yang is floating in the air. It's levitating in the air on that spot. The smaller Grimms that are there is getting scared off from this amount of energy Yang is outputting. The Goliath Grimm is slowing down. Everyone sees that it is working. However, Maria notices something. It has to do with Yang. Yang obviously does not have full control of Ki, so she doesn't have anywhere else to output it. She's charging so much energy that her body can't really handle it. In fact, she actually achieves a Super Saiyan Grade 2. Not Super Saiyan 2, Grade 2. But she's outputting enough energy that her body cannot contain it, and is spewing out the shockwave of energy, destroying the town behind them, as well as some of the ships. They are high up in the air to where they are not being affected by that shockwave. Yang's body cannot hold out for much longer, so everyone's trying to yell to Yang to stop. Yang cannot hear them. Yang does one final push until she basically explodes with this energy, blinding everyone and some of the other airships. When they're able to see, all they see is Yang, who just splashed into the water. Blake, without even thinking, just nosedives into the water to Yang. In the water, Blake has been swimming to Yang, who is unconscious. She's not turned to stone, she's not killed herself, she's just unconscious in the water. Knowing that Yang is not breathing, when Blake gets to her, she immediately puts her lips onto Yang, breathing air into Yang. RWBY tries to go after Yang as well, but Weiss stops her, saying, you can't go after her. John says that the Grimm is still alive, and they see the Grimm, who is badly injured. It is a resilient Grimm, but it is dying. It is slowly dying. It charges one last attack in its mouth. Maria says that if it charges that energy, the town will be completely destroyed. She looks to RWBY and says, kid, you need to stop it. You need to use your eyes. RWBY is like, doesn't know what to do. She's scared and shocked, but everyone's believing in her, saying, you can do this. That we're right there with you. She gives RWBY the support she needs. And unlike in the original, RWBY does not need to use Jin to get more extra time. She's able to stone that Grimm and it disintegrates. They go back down to the water where Yang was and they see Blake pulling up Yang. They pull him up and they basically perform CPR on Yang until Yang basically wakes up. Blake immediately hugs Yang, says to her, don't do that again, stupid Saiyan. Yang hugs Blake and says, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I guess I still need more practice. Blake looks at Yang with tears in her eyes, but with a smile on her face. Everyone's looking at him with smiles on their face too. Crow calls out from the back, hey, love birds. might want to take a look at this. And they look out the front and they see Atlas. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the animation that I put into it. Anyway, that's really all I gotta say. And if you like what you heard, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Fireblade here, and I will see you later, whatever I make. Bye.